All right, here we are. Woo, these are becoming work now. So we're just about to go out for the 9th mile. We're creeping up right around 11 miles at this point. And this one is for the New York Half Marathon, one of the first races I think to be canceled here in the United States, the New York Half Marathon in New York, New York. This one is in honor of Kendra Dalton. My pleasure to run this. It's been a dream of mine to run in New York sometime. I hope I can do that. I'm a theater director, so New York has a real special part in any theater director's heart. And looking at this race, it actually looks like it runs through a good chunk of Broadway, which is pretty cool. Finishes in Central Park. It's you actually get a bridge as well. It's a pretty awesome looking race. I got to get up there and do that sometime. So if I can manage to get an entry, I hear that's challenging as well. So, but running with me this time is my good friend William Shakespeare. And where another part of our dedication is obviously going to be to New York itself, dealing probably in the hardest way right now in the United States with the coronavirus. So we're going to donate this to all of New York, but especially to the theater community. Theaters are shut across the country. A lot of actors and technicians and directors and choreographers and crew and everyone else are out of work right now. And it's a hard time. And in some ways, theater has been kind of silenced. And that's hard for us. That's hard for us where we kind of live to speak through our art. And they're finding ways to be noisy otherwise. But for this run, I decided that Shakespeare is actually not going to talk. So he's going to be quiet, just like our theaters are quiet right now. But just like all of our theaters, he will burst into action very, very soon. So, you see I'm in my dramatic mustache gear. We're going to be dramatic for New York. The New York Half Marathon, Kendra Dalton, the city, and the theater community. We're off for lap 9. There we go. There we go. We're off for lap 9, our penultimate lap. Shakespeare is ready to go. This is more exercise than he usually gets, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So my black clothing should be great. Thankfully, we'll have the trees and have a little bit of shade out there. But we're about to head out for basically our last lap. Good time out there. Probably a lot of walking. My legs aren't starting up as fast as I would like for them to, and my breathing is definitely half pollen right now. So we're going to take it easy, enjoy what we can see, wave at all the people who are starting to creep out onto the trail. Have a good time. We'll see you back on the trail. All right. Here, Shakespeare and I are on our penultimate lap. Enjoying the beauty of the wood, seeing a few friends. Hasn't been too crowded today. I thought we might see more. This trail has been it's usually relatively empty. It's used a good bit by the neighborhood and certainly the school family. But the last few days, it has been very busy. I think people have needed to get out, and a lot of the running paths and things are actually closed in the area. This one's still open. There's tons of room for all of us. We can be a long way apart out here. So, but Shakespeare and I are close. But Shakespeare, I believe, is immune. He was in England when they survived the plague. He should be able to survive our own personal plague with the coronavirus. If I hadn't sworn him to silence for this trip, I'd let him quote some stuff for you. I think the next time I run with him, he's going to talk my proverbial ear off, and maybe my literal ear off as well. But for now, he can absorb some nature, come up with some good stuff for some new sonnets as we continue this walk in honor of New York Half Marathon and all of our New York friends and the theater community across the United States and across the world. We love y'all. Hang in there.